My beautiful people of Ambazonia, dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being part and parcel of yet another interesting presentation from us. From this end, we always bring to you information that is happening in our community. Why not? Sometimes we go to the past, we look at how things have been unfolding, and like I said before, we bring you information in our community. It's all about Ambazonia. And sometimes we bring to you music, and why not? At times we also bring to you human interest stories and religious issues. Now, we are looking at some people who have talked about our issue. You know, Atanganji Paul, Rene Manyesati, Isa Jeroma, Betty Asomo, Paul Bia, all these people, Jacques Fame Dongo, Laurent Eso, they said there is nothing like, a Southern Cameroon's problem. They said nothing existed like that. And actually what is happening is in the context of their country, But at the international stage, we have heard people talk about Southern Cameroons. Those who were directly involved, they have talked about Southern Cameroons. We know two main countries who were directly involved in this international mafia, which is the incomplete decolonization of the people of former British Southern Cameroons. The UK House of Lords talked about this. As well, we've not heard any official statement from France. We know that France is behind this master plan. We know it so well. But the United Kingdom will keep sealed lips because France is their partner in crime. Now, I want to take you down memory lane some, 2 years behind, where the UK House of Lords, they actually talked about our matter. And this goes a long way to disprove the likes of Atanganji and the rest that there is no Anglophone or no Southern Cameroons problem. I want you to watch this video, listen, watch, get to know the history of your country. You should know that it takes some few buttons for Ambazonians to press, and it is going to be game over for La République du Cameroon. Watch this video. I'll be right back.
See their expectations of a prosperous and safe life trampled underfoot. My lords, this crisis has its origins in a plebiscite of 1961, which I, in my own childhood in the region at the time, recall as being of concern then, certainly to the region, to my father, who was a cabinet minister in a neighboring country, but also and significantly to members of this House and the other place, who saw in a flawed plebiscite that posed simply a binary question to the English-speaking regions of the Cameroon: join Nigeria or join Francophone Cameroon. That was the choice that was given them. They were not given the choice to form their own independent state. My lords, we live with the legacy of that plebiscite in the plight of the peoples of the Cameroon, and the English-speaking peoples of the Cameroon in particular, to this day. And the horrific figures, my lords, speak for themselves. 100,000 peoples displaced. 3.3 million peoples in need of humanitarian assistance. More than 450 innocent civilians killed in the course of the conflict in the Anglophone regions. Countless separatist fighters and government soldiers killed, murdered, often in horrific circumstances. Only this morning, my lords, I met with someone whose family member was giving assistance to a government soldier who had seen the heads of 4 of his comrades displayed on the road when he returned to the place where those soldiers had gathered. He has gone mad, and not surprisingly. There have been atrocities committed on both sides. As we speak, people are held without trial. People have disappeared, kidnapped, in a dirty war out of which no one comes with any credit at all. And the question is, my lords, what is to be done? And the answer has to be, surely we have to engage. We've had and heard numerous expressions of concern by Her Majesty's government. Concern is welcome, my lords, but concern is not enough. The time has come to engage with some specific purpose. And that purpose surely has to be to inculcate a national dialogue, a genuinely national dialogue within the Cameroon that is designed to address those grievances which are real and which are continuing, grievances that led some years ago now, because the situation has been deteriorating over the last 2-3 years in particular, grievances that led lawyers to go on strike, that led teachers to go on strike because the protections that they had secured from the original federalist solution that followed the plebiscite had been so dissipated that Anglophone students were at a disadvantage when they took exams, that cases could not properly be heard in the courts because Francophone judges were adjudicating on law, the common law of which they had no knowledge, in languages which were improperly translated. All of that led to the increasing marginalization of the English-speaking peoples of the Cameroon. In no other country in the world is an English-speaking linguistic minority discriminated against and disadvantaged as they are in the Cameroon. And how can this House, regardless of its historical responsibilities as the holders of the mandate, which led to the creation of a federal Cameroon after independence, regardless of our responsibilities there, how can we stand by to see English peoples discriminated in this way? But equally, how can we stand by with the universal right that we are obliged to accept, the rights of people to protection? How can we stand by and allow this to happen? So what we hope to hear from the government tonight are the practical measures that they are going to take in order to address this issue. We have, my lords, an excellent High Commissioner in the Cameroon. How is that High Commissioner to be supported by additional resource? We have a commitment, after all, which we have made, and the government has been very clear about that, to increase the resources available in order to ensure that the Foreign Office is able to guarantee the right of protection against atrocity. Are these resources going to be made available to the High Commission in the Cameroon? Because they cannot do it on the resources currently allocated for that purpose. There is upcoming, later on this month, a Anglophone General Conference in the Cameroon, organized by the Cameroonian religious leaders, scheduled for the 21st and the 22nd of November. How are we to support that as a nation with resource? How are we going to encourage the government of the Cameroon to...
My brother, my sister, you don't watch Twitter people, that part they talk now. Now people in that way, they pull you for the thing with the inside too. When I say Ambazonian struggle no be difficult no. When I say no be difficult, I go bring us other one against other party talk. Now the only situation this way English-speaking minority for the whole world, they maltreat them for this kind of level. I did tell me one country for the world where they be English-speaking minority, where they maltreat them for this kind of way. No, tell me, no one, no day. Now only Southern Cameroon. Now only Ambazonia and them. You get the point? See the way Ambazonia struggle will be easy. See the way the struggle will be genuine. See the way the struggle will be clear for all my eye. When I see the way Ambazonia struggle will be easy for achieve their independence. Very clean and clear. Legit struggle. But because of some power and ego, for some of them people, they don't keep up with diaspora, saying I leader them. They don't feel come together for reason, for the good of the common man. Look the way Ambazonia struggle. Any man for a normal right sense no say this, so Ambazonia struggle. Now the easiest struggle that will for even move La Republic. We not win La Republic for inside for fast and fast. Would you use now only way to win will get down? We don't hear that part at all. Now only small button, so we Amber they will press am. Press only small button, put pressure. La Republic don't finish. Simple, easy, bro. Man talk so easy. Well, I'm a work na show am una see am. For tell na how easy for Ambazonia struggle for come to pass. Easy, very easy. Yet you know, see people they for back. We only for press now only small button there. I come back for another update, my man. I go me. Thank you now for watching.